Mark Martin and Jeff Gordon are trying to catch up with Jimmie Johnson in the standings. So why are their crews helping each other out? That is the question. Maybe you have it as well. Welcome to your NASCAR report. Lauren Shehadi, Pete Pistone, as always, with you to talk about it all. Pete, how do you feel about teammates who are competitors helping each other out?
Kind of weird. You know, Lauren, the more I thought about it, you have guys who all year have been waiting for Jimmie Johnson to make a mistake. Mark Martin and Jeff Gordon. He made a mistake, got caught in an accident in Texas, and there are members of his crew over there trying to help him get back on track because they're all part of the same team at Hendrick Motorsports. Heard from a lot of fans this week of the 5 and the 24 who are kind of questioning things, but I guess you have to look at the big picture. Hendrick wants to get a championship. If any one of their 3 drivers in the chase do that, it'll be number 9 for Rick Hendrick. But still, I think it's a little bit odd, and only in the world of NASCAR do you have multi-car teams kind of helping one another while they're trying to beat one another on the racetrack.
I guess so. It just seems a little confusing for the fans. Now, Mark Martin, 73 points behind, and although it's closer than we thought it would be, is it still Johnson's race to lose, Pete?
It is. I think, again, we're going to need Jimmie Johnson to have another hiccup in the last 2 for Mark Martin or Jeff Gordon, who's 112 behind, to make up that ground. It's not going to be something that these guys are going to be able to go out there and get a top 5 finish and have Jimmie finish in the top 10 and make up the 73 points. I mean, it's close. You're right about that. It's closer than last year, Lauren. Right now, we're 73 between first and second. Last year, we were 106 between Carl Edwards, who was in second, and Jimmie Johnson. But those guys need a little stumble here from the 48, either at Phoenix this week or at Homestead when we wrap it up in 2 weeks.
I like it closer. It makes it a little bit more exciting. Who are some drivers, Pete, in the last 2 races that could play spoiler? I'm going to go out on a limb and say Kyle Busch is one of them.
Definitely. And, he came really close last weekend of making history, winning the truck race, the nationwide race, and the cup race. He'd be the first guy in history to win in all 3 of NASCAR's top divisions in one weekend. And he ran out of gas with 2 laps to go in the cup race on Sunday at Texas, or he would have done that. He'll be trying to do that again this weekend in Phoenix, so he has a good shot. Also, watch for the Richard Childress Racing crew. They've had a really tough year, but the last few weeks, Lauren, they've really kind of kicked things together. Kevin Harvick's a guy who has run pretty well. He finished 5th in Texas last week, and he loves Phoenix International Raceway. So these guys and teams are using these last 2 as kind of almost a test session for next year, try to get a head start of 2010 when we go to Speed Weeks in Daytona in February.
Second to last race of the season. How time flies. Going to Phoenix. Who are your favorites, Pete?
Well, you got to look at the 2 guys, and this is great. It's a heavyweight title fight, in my mind, between first and second. 2 guys, Jimmie Johnson and Mark Martin, going to a racetrack where they're both very, very good. Jimmie Johnson has won the last 3 of the 4 races we've run at Phoenix. Mark Martin won the last time we were at Phoenix in the spring. Been a racetrack that, if you look at the average finishes of all the drivers, they are 1 and 2. So I think this is going to be a good way to decide this. I really think we'll know this weekend if Jimmie Johnson's going to have a chance to make history for 4 in a row, or if Mark Martin's going to close that gap. It's all going to be on the line, I think, out in the desert on Sunday afternoon.
If Mark Martin wins, I want to see if he brags, Pete. He won't really.
I think we'll all stand by for that. I'll be right there for you to make sure I report that back to you.
Sounds good. For your NASCAR report, I'm Lauren Shehadi. We'll talk to you real soon.